Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about Game 1 of this Nlds series. The Dodgers go into Philly. They beat the Philadelphia Phillies 5-3 and take Game 1 in a 1-0 lead. They took the first game on the road. Phillies had a really good record at home during the regular season, but the Dodgers were able to come back. They scored 2 runs in that 6th inning and 3 in the 7th. Kike Hernandez, Mr. October himself, gets a 2 RBI double to get the Dodgers on the board. And then Teoscar hits a 3-run home run with 2 outs to make up for that lazy effort in the outfield. In which that 3-run inning, he hit a 3-run homer to make up for it. Man, just when I think I'm out on Teoscar, he brings me back in with a clutch hit. That's what, 3 playoff games? 3 homers by Teoscar. Ohtani got a bit roughed up in that 2nd inning, the walk, the single, but then that triple should have only been a single, and 3 runs ended up scoring. But other than that, he was pretty much untouchable. I think 2 out of 3 hits that he gave up were in that inning, in that 2nd inning. But other than that, he was pretty damn good tonight. 6 innings, 3 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. I believe he retired 15 of the last 17 batters he faced. So, Ohtani was excellent tonight in his postseason debut. Besides that 2nd inning where he got roughed up a little bit, he was pretty damn good tonight in his postseason debut. 6 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. Had 23 whiffs. And he had a rough night at the plate tonight. He went 0 for 4. He struck out 4 times. At least he walked once. Despite a rough night at the plate where he was taking pitches down the middle for some reason. And he pitched fantastic. It was a rough inning due to one lucky hit in the defensive error. Otherwise, he was pretty damn good. His at-bats weren't great tonight. I know that. He took pitches over the middle of the plate. But, honestly, it's all good when we win, so... Kike and Teoscar with the big hits tonight. And Glasnow pitched in relief the first time since 2018. He gave up a hit, 2 walks, and loaded the bases there in the 8th inning. Vesey was able to get out of it, thankfully. Glasnow, he was up and down, but at least he got us 1.2 innings out of the bullpen tonight. It's kind of crazy. We have Tyler Glasnow out of the bullpen. But yeah, really the offense, it come alive. Freddie had that 2-out walk, Edmund with a 2-out single, and then Kike with a 2-run double. So they did all of that with 2 outs, a little 2-out rally there to get him back in it. And then Teoscar also with 2 outs. They scored all 5 runs tonight with 2 outs. So they were clutch with 2 outs. That pitch was just over the plate. Teoscar crushed. I wasn't sure if it was going to get out, but I thought it had a good chance of at least going off the wall. Luckily, it went out. And the Dodgers bullpen was able to get it done. A little worry in that 8th inning, but Vesey got the foul out to end, and Roki Sasaki gets the save. He's the closer going forward, man. His stuff is so much better than it was earlier this season. That fastball, 99, 100, 101, a nasty splitter. I mean, he got 1 hit for a double, but whatever. I mean, your pitchers are going to get hit. It is what it is. But he looked good out there. But really, the 2 big hits of the night by Teo, by both Hernandezes, Kike and Teoscar. It's just, I don't know what it is with Kike Hernandez. He just turns into a different player in the postseason. So that's just October Kike, man. He gets the big hits when we need them. And when we got those 2 runs, I was feeling a little bit better that we can have a shot to win this ball game. So good win, man. Especially playing a team that's really good at home. And this was a good game, too. Phillies scored the first 3 runs, and the Dodgers end up scoring the next 5. So good back-and-forth baseball game tonight. It's like I said, dude, like, I think we can get this Phillies bullpen. Like, you know, people talk about our bullpen, I have as well, but the Phillies bullpen isn't really all that great either. Besides, like, Duran, Kerkering, and Strom, and even then, we got to Matt Strom with that 3-run homer, and David Robertson really isn't that great. But I'll say this, Roki Saki's my damn closer. reliever Roki turned into closer Roki real quick, and it's not hard to see why. Just pure dominance. Him and Ohtani were really damn impressive on the mound tonight. It's always impressive when Shohei pitches, but to come back from that rough second inning was really impressive. Especially on the road like that. Could have got rattled, even though maybe he wasn't, but I would have been rattled. But, still home field advantage by scoring five unanswered runs. The Dodgers, they've had a lot of comeback wins this year, the most in the National League. Add another one. Glasnow, Vesia, and Sasaki shut them down over the final 3 innings, and they only gave up, 4 hits tonight? 4 hits tonight. So after that second inning, Philadelphia only had 2 more hits the rest of the game, so the pitching done a very, very good job. And we beat their ace, their ace. I think we can win this series, I really do. I thought it's still going to be tough. But Sasaki's just so hard to hit. When you're dotting 100 miles per hour, ankle breaking, knee dislocating splitters, it's going to be hard to hit. But the Phillies, man, they always find a way to lose in October, and could be the same thing here. Christopher Sanchez pitched pretty well. First about 5.2 innings, but they gave up that walk, that single, and then the 2-run double, which took him out of the game. The Dodgers really struggled to hit him the first few innings, but they finally got a little 2-out rally going there against Christopher Sanchez, and which ultimately took him out of the ball game. So Dodgers have took the home field advantage. So let's go to the stats here. With the bullpen, Tyler Glasnow went 1.2 innings, 1 hit, no earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Vesia faced that one batter. These bitch love Sosa. 0.1 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Got him to fly out to center field. And then Sasaki, 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and 1 strikeout by Roki Sasaki. It's his first major league save. How about that in the NLDS in Game 1? We talked about Sanchez, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. When they go to their bullpen, David Robertson, 0.1 innings, 1 hit, 2 earned runs, no walks, no strikeouts. He exited with runners on first and second. Matt Strahm, 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 run, no walks, 1 strikeout. He got the first 2 outs, but he gives up the 3-run shot to Hernandez. Kirkering, 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. And they were going to use Duran no matter what, because tomorrow's an off day. Game 2 is on Monday, so they were going to use Duran no matter what. He goes 1 inning, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. But we were able to get to Robertson and Strahm in that 7th inning. But we got to Sanchez there in the 6th inning with 2 outs. So, but with the Phillies lineup, you look at their lineup tonight, a combined 1 for 11 between Trey Turner, Kyle Schwarber, and Bryce Harper. Combined 1 for 11. You can't... It's every year in October with the Philly stars where they're coming up short. When you're making that much money, you got to find a way to win in October. Harper and Schwarber can be easy outs because there's so much swing and miss, especially Schwarber. He struck out, 3 times tonight? You're not going to win like that. And it's not like the Dodgers' top of the lineup was that much better, because Ohtani and Betts were Ohtani was 0-4 and Betts was 0-5, but Teoscar in the 3 spot there, the big hit, the 3-run homer. And also the Phillies were 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position. They struck out 12 times, just 5 hits, and left 6 on base. And just like the start of the NLDS last year, their bullpen couldn't hold on to a lead, and that's the same things. Those are the same things that happened tonight. Just the same old playoff Phillies. And the 4 players you pay $600 million for had a combined 1 hit. So let's go over the lineups here. Ohtani 0 for 4 in a walk. He struck out 4 times. Just bad at bats tonight, but thankfully he made up for it with the pitching. Striking out 9. 0 for 4 in a walk. But don't be taking no pitches down the middle again. Betts was 0 for 5. Teoscar 1 for 4. 3 RBIs with a 3-run homer. Freeman 1 for 3 in a walk. Edman 1 for 4. Kincaid 1 for 4. 2 RBIs. Alex Call was 1 for 1 in a walk. Max Muncy pinch hitting 0 for 2. Pages 1 for 4. Ben Rortvedt was 0 for 0. I believe he got hit by a pitch, and Will Smith 0 for 2 and a run scored, and he got hit by a pitch. For the Phillies, Trey Turner 0 for 3 and a walk, Schwarber 0 for 4, Harper 1 for 4, and Bohm 0 for 2, 2 walks, Marsh 1 for 3. These bitch love Sosa 0 for 1. Realmuto 1 for 4, 2 RBIs on the RBI triple. Kepler was 1 for 4. Bader 0 for 0 and an RBI. He went out with, I believe, a hamstring strain. So that's not good for the Phillies. Harrison Bader's been one of their best hitters in the second half of the season since that trade. A swing of the drive by Castellanos 0 for 2. And Bryson Stott 1 for 4 and made the final out of the game. So the Dodgers take a 1-0 lead in this series. Phillies are down 1-0. Dodgers had 6 hits, 5 runs, 1 error, 2 in the 6th, 3 in the 7th. They're up 1-0. The Phillies down 0-1. They had 5 hits, 3 runs, no errors, all 3 runs in the second inning. Other than that, they had like maybe 2 or 3 hits the rest of the game. They really struggled tonight. And besides that second inning, Ohtani's really dominated the Phillies when he's pitched against them these last few starts. That one starting near the end of the regular season, 5 no-hit innings tonight. Besides that second inning, pretty much untouchable. So I'll go over the scoring summary. Bottom of the second, Realmuto triples and Bader with a sac fly makes it 3-0. Top of the 6th, Kike doubles in 2 runs, and Teoscar with a 3-run home run to give the Dodgers a 5-3 lead, and the bullpen's able to hold it and give them a 5-3 win. Tomorrow's an off day, so game 2's on Monday. It's at 6:08, so about what? 30 minutes earlier. Now that game summed up every worry you have about the Phillies. The offense couldn't come up with a big hit after the second. 2 high contract relievers blew a lead. The Stars didn't hit at all, and Bader could be, who knows, could be gone for the series if he has a serious hamstring. But I don't know why they put Sosa up there instead of Marsh. Don't get it. But Ohtani and Mookie went a combined 0 for 9 in Game 1, and we were still able to get the big hits with the Hernandez boys. So Sanchez was brilliant, but then he hit a wall. The relievers went cold again, and the relievers played with fire, and they got burned. They played with the fire, and then they got burned. But yeah, to sum up my final thoughts, Roki did everything you wanted to see from him. The double he allowed wasn't a bad pitch, and he didn't let it phase him, didn't let it turn into anything else. And it's a miracle Kepler got such a good swing on it. It was just him getting a good swing on it. Wasn't even a bad pitch. Didn't let it phase him either. But a huge win on the road. Game 2 on Monday, which will be Blake Snell will be going for Game 2, and that's a huge win. We're in a good spot. I want him to take Game 2. We'll just have to see what happens. But yeah, let's go over the pitching matchup for Game 2 on Monday. Tomorrow's an off day, which it's fine with me. Watch my NFL football and those AL playoff games. But Game 2, Blake Snell against Jesus Luzardo, 6:08 p.m. And then they have another off day as they're going to LA for Game 3. But Blake Snell against Jesus Luzardo for Game 2 should be another good, really good pitching matchup right there. But yeah, that's really all to say. So leave a like, comment around for more. Until next time, Alkalite. Peace, and see you Monday if you're a Dodgers fan for Game 2 of this best of 5 series.